I have reached level 90. It's taken a bit, but I'm there. I think I probably made a mistake here to some degree, not with the build per se, but I recall telling myself that I would not league start melee probably ever again because of how difficult it can be. And I know that, some people don't mind it. It's not that it's bad. I love playing melee. It's my favorite thing in the game. It should have been my second character, not my first character. I could have league started this as totems, as brands, and then transition into melee. It'd have been so much easier. It is so hard to do mapping. I haven't even finished a tier 16 map yet, and not because the build can't take it, but because I can't stay alive because I have to go into combat with the most ridiculous of monsters in order to get there. I might be able to get on a white map, but nothing else. I'll just show what stats I have right now. So path of building here. This is updated to match my current character. This is what I'm working with right now. I managed to craft this cluster jewel, which is absolutely amazing. Feed the fury, feel the fight, martial prowess. That allowed me to take out all the nodes over here that I had in and move them up this side of the tree up here, giving me a bit more tankiness and some more damage and some more crit. There are some more nodes that I'm going to need to pick up. I'm going to need to pick up this right here and this, and then I'm probably going to need to come in here and pick up this crit again, and then I'll see where I'm at from that point. But that's going to be a bit considering I am currently level 90. Everything from here is pretty slow, at least in my opinion. I'll need some upgrades here soon. I've done a couple, so I'll show in game what I've done. I have this. I need enlightened support. That's what I'm working on getting right now. I'm farming life force in order to do it on yellow maps, and I'm doing about a map every 2 minutes and making right now it's netting me about between 100 to 200 chaos an hour just in life force. So that's what I'm doing. Need to upgrade my flask and work on that here in a bit. And then the other thing, I 6-linked the Defiance. That cost me a little bit of currency, I think 4 divine. So total amount I have invested into this build right now is, let's see here. The chest was 4 divine, so that's 4 div. I've written this down so I keep track. And then from there, I've purchased 3 jewels. One right here, that was 1 chaos. This was 2 chaos, and this was 2 chaos. So that's another 5 chaos. So I'm at 101 chaos plus 6 divine into the build. And yeah, that's just where I'm at right now. I'm saving up to buy an enlightened support, as I said, and it's going to take a bit, and that will allow me to put in more tankiness into the build. This should not be a fortify support, but until I can get a passive right here, get the next cluster jewel in place that includes melee hits fortify for 6 seconds with, I think it's I don't remember. It's on the mace one, the mace cluster jewel. Once I can get that, I can drop that skill gem there, and this will provide a significant DPS boost and make everything even better than what it currently is. And then that'll also, with the enlightened support, I'll also be able to put in a the heralds will stay. Everything there will stay, but I should be able to get a determination in there as well. Or grace, whichever I feel like doing. It'll probably be determination. Then eventually these can be replaced, and these could be better, but they're pretty solid for now. So I just need to work on my flask, which is what I'm going to do after this. And as a result of those changes I've made, I'm sitting at 7.8 million DPS configuration-wise. I'm assuming I have my frenzy charges and endurance charges, life tap, and life tap doesn't really contribute to DPS, so we're going to turn that off. Onslaught, I'm getting that. I am fortified for melee hits. I should, you know what? I'm going to turn this off. That's probably the more realistic DPS. I do not have the gloves that will really grant this to me. I get it occasionally, but it's not consistent. So we're going to drop that down to that 6 million. That's a more realistic number. I am leeching and my flasks are active. The enemy is intimidated from intimidating cry and they're covered in ash if they hit me. And then they're also, if all nearby enemies are also scorched, which I don't see being configured in the build. I can't figure out how to do that. So that being said, this has put me in pretty solid shape for the moment. It's just effective hit pool is that's what the endurance charges up is 62k, but fizz hit and chaos hit max need fixed. My chaos resistance is -8. That hurts. And I did get my life up to 4.1k, so that's not too bad. It can be higher, but I'm mostly going to be working on resistances from this point, and that'll come a bit later as I get a mage blood eventually in place. So that's a ways away, though. Once again, I should have definitely started as a non. Yeah, I shouldn't have started as melee. It's been rough, but this is just a short update as to where I am. I'm going to throw the path of the build. Oh, there was something else I changed. I got rid of auto exertion support off a comment, and I instead added in urgent orders with intimidating cry, which I like. I've figured out how to use cries correctly now, which are both very useful. And basically what this is allowing me to do is it allows me my exerted attacks to double damage. I realize that if I click this, it shows down here, I have 2 attacks that are exerted. I wish it showed it up here somewhere, but or off to the side over here, but that's cool. So I have 2 attacks exerted. So 1, 2, and that does include my movement skill. So, but they deal double damage when they hit, which is really good. But before I was having to, I was like, since it did it automatically, it was really hard to configure what was happening. This, I can actually use it when I need it instead. And then if I'm doing this, I'm often using Wave of Conviction as well, because to give that exposure. I haven't tried I was recommended to try a overexertion support on here, and that does look interesting. I might try that a bit later if I can figure out how to incorporate war cries and then in an effective manner while still getting enough damage to and enough auras and enough reservation efficiency to make it all function. It'll take a bit of finagling, but at the moment I just need to finish leveling, get that enlightened support. So that's what I'm after at the moment. That's it for this video. If you have comments, suggestions, ideas for the build, please drop in the description below. Thanks for watching.